Welcome back to Sacred Therapy, guys. Today I have a pick a card for you. In just a second. Let y'all look at the pile. As y'all can tell by the title of this video, it is What Do You Need to Know? Just 1 second. It's pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. Pile 1 is of a candle. Pile 2 is a little anime character with a mushroom. Pile 3 is that evil eye symbol over there. So I'll let you guys meditate and figure out which ones you want. I'm having my morning coffee with you guys. This table is super lit up because it's daylight. Okay. Let me take away all of these. Pile 1, welcome to your reading. What do you need to know? So for me, this candle, and I'm going to use the back of this card. This candle represents, there's some other stuff on this card, guys. This candle represents protection, but also somebody holds a flame for you. And you melt their hearts. Alright, pile 1. So cute. Alright, I'm going to put that up here. Or over here. So you guys can still see it. You have to forgive me because I'm getting some sips of coffee, guys. Like I said, I'm bringing in the morning with you guys. So what do you need to know, right? Yeah, somebody thinks you're remarkable. They notice everything remarkable about your situation. This is so cute. Openness. Be open to accept divine guidance in your relationships. Perhaps there's also someone that you're holding a flame for. Maybe you haven't said anything. This is a collective reading, guys. So this is a general reading. Enlightenment. With enlightenment, there is no separation. We recognize that we are one with the divine. Yes, perhaps you were thinking that, the divine forgot about you or left you out. And that's just not the case. Okay? Separate this a little bit. If I feel called to, these are the bottom of the 7 decks that I've used in your guys' pick a card reading. If I feel called, I'll share those messages with you. If not, that just means it's not for your pile. It's probably for a different pile. All right, and I did shuffle two different versions of the tarot. And so this is going to be for those of you who identify with more feminine energy. This deck is going to be for those of you guys who identify with more masculine energy. You use your discernment and decide where you fit. Some of the messages could be flip-flop, or you could find pieces of yourself in both decks. That's fine. All right, so let's see. Perhaps your inner child hasn't felt safe in a very long time, because this is the nostalgic card with the Six of Cups. You and this person may have experienced either a past life together, or you know this person from your childhood. But maybe something happened and your inner child feels restricted in your current situation or in your current 3D circumstances. Perhaps you feel like things didn't work out as planned. This is the Two of Wands card, guys. Perhaps you're feeling that things did not go as planned, maybe in your life or maybe just with love in general, because this is a love reading, guys. And I do use guys as a general term. Alright, I'm going to work on that. I don't do well with they, thems, theirs. It confuses me. Alright, so creature of habit, old school person. Alright, I have respect for everybody, and if you're non-binary, that's cool. Just understand when you watch my readings, I may say him, her, she, they. Okay? So, respectfully, this is the way I've been conditioned to talk. And if I read like that, I'm going to be focused too much on, pronouns and not enough on the actual message. So, I digress. Anyway, you may be feeling like, am I on the right path? Or this doesn't look like how I wanted it to. Okay? With this person. Spirit wants you to know that you are still on the path of your inner truth and you're following your heart. See how they're connected to their very big mental space? So your head and your heart have to be in alignment in order for you to understand why things, get uncomfortable, why certain triggers. Like maybe somebody triggers your childhood wounds. So instead of like happy memories, they trigger, unhappy memories. And instead of experiencing the abundance that you want and desire, underneath it, your energy's feeling like, is this really a part of the divine plan? Spirit's letting you know that you are following the greater truth. Okay? You're following the greater truth. This might not feel like the most pleasant part of your journey, but it is still necessary for your growth. Okay? Yeah, and they want you to follow your passions. So there's a new beginning. You are going to have a breakthrough. Spirit said enlightenment. You're also going to have a breakthrough about, your own internal growth. Perhaps this is in regards to doing something that you feel really passionate about. Could be work in the community. I see a castle here. The Ace of Wands card is definitely about passionate new beginnings. So potentially you and this person may experience a passionate new beginning, or they may speak some truth, or you may feel called to speak some truth. Perhaps, like I said, this is something you had to let go of at one point so that you could focus on yourself, so that you could reflect, so that you could grow. Okay? And they had to do the same. And while right now it doesn't feel like you are getting your wish fulfillment, it doesn't feel like you're in this space that you want to be in with this person, whoever you're thinking about. I'm not going to put a label on it. They want you, Spirit wants you to know that you are in alignment with your wish fulfillment. There's just things that both of you have to do that can't be done together, or that you both agreed not to do together. So in order for you and this person to be the best versions of themselves, or in order for you, because this would be you, take it out resonates for them, in order for the feminine in this dynamic to be the best version of themselves, you maybe had to go on a little bit of what would be perceived as a detour. Okay. But really, it is exactly what you need. It was exactly what you needed in order to grow. I did a personal reading for myself and my sisters last night, and it said, sometimes you'll realize that the struggle was the most beautiful part about your experience. And obviously, in the moment, it doesn't feel like the most beautiful part of your experience. But as the feminine energy, the more, feminine energy, you are transmuting. Okay? And for those of you who do have a masculine that is a woman, understand that as a woman in the 3D world, they have their own measure of feminine energy as well. Nobody is absent from either part. That's why I said you may find yourself in both piles. All right. So take the division with a grain of salt. Obviously, it's blended together. The goal here is integration and to be whole within yourself, to have those enlightenment breakthroughs, right? Yeah, and Spirit wants you to know that the tides are going to turn in your favor. Okay? I have the infinity symbol here. Yeah. What's happening in your guys' journey is a part of a greater plan. Okay? And the number 21 adding up to 3 could be significant. 3 is a very powerful number. It's the number of joy. It's also one of my favorite numbers, as well as 7. If you guys can tell by the numbers that are at the end of this channel, there are 3 7s. 3 is a sacred number. So I'm getting some signs already, and I did pick some sign cards, but we have Aquarius symbol here. I believe this one is Scorpio or Sag. Sorry guys, I get those two mixed up. Sometimes they are both like M's or similar to M's. So Sag or Scorpio. We have Taurus or Aries. I get those mixed up too because they're very close. The symbols on them are very close, so I'm going to say both. And then we have Leo. Okay. Someone's favorite color could be magenta, pink, purple. They also may be very comfortable with their physical body or nudity in general. Okay. So you're dealing with a more free spirit, right? And then you guys have the Lovers card. Okay, so this is a divine romantic connection. Whether this is your soulmate, twin flame, it's a higher level soulmate. And as you see here depicted on this card, spirit, you guys have to invite spirit in order to take, the wheel, all right? And you all might have been, because we also have the moon in reverse, you guys both might have been resisting this. Like I said, because it doesn't look the way that you feel like it should look. It doesn't follow the script that we've been taught, right? That this is the way love goes, right? So there's a fear, because the moon also represents the unknown. This person could also be a Cancer. Cancer signs are in the moon. So, or the moon card is the Cancer sign. Guys, I just woke up. I'm still absorbing my first cup of coffee. But it's a great time to channel. Like, first wake up, still just coming out of that dream world. It's a great time to channel. I did get some signs. So in their birth chart, or in yours, the 4th house, home and family. So home and family could be very significant to both of you. Okay. And there's a mirroring that is happening here on this card. It could be an Aquarius. That's Aquarius twice now with the visionary. Or something significant could be happening this month. We are in Aquarius season, guys, for at least another week or week and a half. Actually, a few days, half a week. Opposition. So you and this person may feel like opposites, like in the 3D world, but your opposites actually complement each other very well. Or you could be experiencing in this life challenges. And like I said, challenges are necessary. They are meant to help you grow. They are meant to push you into understanding exactly what you want, right? Yeah. Venus, the planet of love and beauty. Venus also rules the signs for Taurus and Libra. So check out the placements. Everybody has all 12 of the zodiac signs in their birth chart. Check out what house Taurus and Libra fall under in your birth chart. You guys can go to cafeastrology.com for a free birth chart. They're very accurate. I do recommend that you at least have some type of guesstimation or estimation for what time you were born, though. So it could be as closely aligned to your planetary structure as possible. Okay, so here we have Venus. And the 9th house, learning and faith, could be very significant. So religion could play a factor. Upbringing, conditioning, since we have the childhood wound card for you guys. Upright, it's more nostalgia, it's more happy, it's more positive card. And then we also have Libra. Like I was saying, the Libra placement in your chart or theirs is very significant. Libra represents also the scales of justice. So I know that there's rumors that Libras are very indecisive. This is when it comes to like trivial matters, not when it comes to important things. A Libra can be very decisive and be very kind of cold and calculated depending on the nature of the situation. Okay, this is not a fluff sign. I know people treat it like it's a fluff because we're about beauty, we're about the scales, we are very fair minded, and sometimes you guys might feel like we can play both sides of the coin, but we have the benefit of having eagle eyes. We can take ourselves out of our own shoes and put ourselves into yours. And sometimes that's a good benefit, and sometimes it's not. Hold on one second, guys. I'm gonna pour me some more coffee in here. But take a look at your birth chart in this pause and let me know comment below where Libra falls in your birth chart. Libra and Taurus and Aquarius, those are significant placements for you guys. And then what's in your ninth house? What's in your fourth house? If anything is in your ninth or fourth house, or what sign is in there. Okay, those things are in the relationship of all of these placements. This is science. This is not like a myth or philosophy or anything like that. Like, this is literally where certain planets were in the world the moment you came into being, from wherever you believe souls come from. Okay, so it holds a lot of weight. Again, I also recommend that you are 18 and up before you start digging into, at least 18, before you start digging into your birth chart. And that is because you are still embodying your identity at that age. And I don't want you to base your decisions off of this, someone else's external definition of who you are and what you're about. But to use as a tool of reflection, to understand ourselves, absolutely. If you feel ready to do that, then I would do that. If it doesn't feel right for you, then don't do it. All right, so let's see more about what's going on in this connection. So this card, this pets card, is you're wanting to experience more love. I don't take it as an actual pet. I mean, this person could be an animal lover. You could also be an animal lover. Pets could be significant to you. But you don't want to be treated as someone's pet or possession. Okay? It's a sharing of love, not an owning. Okay? Mercury retrograde could be in effect. Electronic issues, communication issues, or you are reviewing everything. So you and this person may have experienced communication issues before. Moving. You or them may have a change of residence, or they're moving in with, or you might move in together. So either you or your person are thinking about moving, or you just moved, or you're going to have a metaphorical move from one mindset and one way of being into another. It's going to be like a transformation. Yep. Again, earth sign. Here we have the Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn again. I'm telling you guys, take a look at where Taurus falls in your chart. Spy. Someone's got their eye on you. So they're watching you. You may or may not be aware of this. If you're on social media, you have social media, they follow you on social media. They may be watching you, or you may be watching them, and you're doing your research. We also have first house, self and identity. So your first house sign is also very significant. You or them may have Your first house placement may be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, guys. And if you have planets placed in those signs, it's leading you like a more grounding energy, but it can also be a downfall where the 3D kind of weighs more than the spiritual side. And there needs to be that healthy balance between both. And Spirit would like for you to open up your heart. It'll help you attract more love. So you can't find love with a closed off or guarded heart. You can guard it, but you can't be closed off to the opportunity of having love in your life. Okay? Begin to appreciate, if you can't start with romantic love, begin to appreciate, the love you have for a pet, a literal pet, or the love you have for your kids, your parents, your family, your chosen family. This could be friends, it doesn't have to be blood relatives. So open your heart. And then we have moving on. Someone is unavailable, a waste of time, it's over. You may be in this phase and you may be releasing it. Sometimes that is signal, Spirit, that it's time now. Like you're letting go of expectations, you're letting go of the need to have this person be who and what you want them to be. And that frees up space for Spirit to kind of take the reins and guide both of you in new directions, right? And I do have some messages cards, some words. I'm going to get up some of this stuff so that we have some space for this. Bear with me here, guys. Okay. Ooh. They want you to know that they feel obsessed with you. Sometimes a deep soul connection can make you feel like you're a little cray-cray. Alright? You're not crazy. Spirit is sending you signs and some synchronicities and symbols. And they are likely feeling it too. Even if you're not receiving confirmation of it in this 3D reality, it matters what we dream about. Just as much, if not more, than what is happening in 3D, because where are things manifesting? Everything starts out in its root form as an idea before it manifests into reality. Okay? This love is crazy. So one or both of you may have tried to get over each other, and again, you feel, because you guys trigger each other so much, because things are so intense, and this is not violent triggers, this is healthy triggers, things that still need healing. It is a gentle triggering, even though it doesn't feel very gentle. It's deep wounds that still exist, that if it weren't for this person, you wouldn't even be dredging up in order to heal that piece of yourself. Again, it's necessary kind of chaos and necessary kind of uncomfortability, necessary tower moments, so that you can have this enlightenment and these breakthroughs. I am the man. So also, you're both going to be showing each other your ego. You're going to be acting as mirrors until the ego has been released, until you're accepting those parts of yourself that you feel are unwanted. Okay? Until the ego doesn't feel like it needs to defend or act in the way it used to in order to make you feel safe and secure and protected. You're challenging those habits. I have to let you go to find myself. Yeah. We had the Eight of Cups card, guys. Absolutely. And then I wish to be like you. So you and this person, like I said, you may be opposites, but it complements each other very well. All right. Responsibilities. I have to take care of my financial and emotional needs. I feel like that's everybody. For whatever reason, this may also be perceived as a block. Like maybe they haven't made room for you in the script that they're telling themselves about how you'll fit into their life. So they're like kind of blocking that part. They're blocking the possibilities, so they're limiting what can happen. Escape. I left when things got hard. Reciprocity. I want to have equal give and take. Yeah. This can also manifest as, you know, you guys mirroring each other's egos, or, you know, yeah. You can reciprocate not just healthy energy, but unhealthy energy between a soul connection. Time. I'm afraid it's too late to take action. So they're sort of just admiring you from afar. I do want to get some charms for you guys today. Now this is kind of a long reading. So, yeah. This person wants to protect and serve you. They or you might, law enforcement or issues with law enforcement may come up. Also, I'm hearing like BDSM, so one or both of you guys may be a little freaky. All right. Some people might like, you know, using handcuffs in the bedroom. To each of this their own, right? Safety. So if you're going to be doing that, you make sure that you look at all the safety that you need to make sure you do your research. But understand that everything can't feel like a safe choice, but ultimately you are safe with this person. They want to protect you. And Spirit wants you to know that you and this person will be communicating. You guys are of the same soul tribe, the same soul family. I'm hearing like birds of a feather flock together. All right, and then I wanted to do something fun since I knew that this might be more serious. Let's see what they will want to do, because this is romantic. What's one of their burning desires for someone? They're fascinated with your lips. They want to lick your lips. That's it. They want to get a little freaky. Yeah. They're fascinated with your lips. And they might want to do like breath play. And be really sensual when they're kissing you. You guys are going to really like kissing each other if you've never done that. And they want to touch your thigh. Okay. Maybe they want to massage you. Maybe they want to just let you know that they like you more than a friend. If this was some type of friendship, they really want you to know that they're into you romantically. They're into you sexually. I'm obsessed with you. Maybe sexually they're obsessed with you guys. All right, pile one. If I'm going to make sure to have room for everybody else's piles, I'm going to have to cut you guys out now. So I hope that you have enjoyed this reading. Give a like, give a thumbs up. All right. We're going to move on here to Pile 2. 50. Welcome to your reading, pile 2. All right. I'm getting with this sticker that you and your person may be really into nature, maybe really connected to nature, maybe really connected to the Mother Earth, maybe very grounded people. You also may be into fantasy, anime, and kind of just cartoonized versions of life, art. So both of you may be very creative. I'm going to leave this person right here. And we're going to get some messages. What do you need to know? There's synchronicities happening, so bees could be very much a sign for you. A divine soul counterpart relationship is blessed with amazing moments of synchronicities. So mushrooms could also be a synchronicity for you guys. Like the little animated mushrooms. Past lives. We reunite with our loved ones over and over again through many different lives. So this could definitely be a soulmate that you've known in a past life. Labyrinth. There's probably some challenges or things are in a roundabout way. Even when you feel lost, there's always a way through the labyrinth. Not every soulmate relationship is easy or comes easy. Sometimes there's lessons that need to be learned in that specific relationship. Alright. And as I told pile 1, I'm going to be taking some sips of coffee. I did shuffle 2 different decks. So one is representing the more feminine side and the other is the more masculine side. Everybody has both. So you may find yourself on one side versus the other side, or you may find messages for you in both, okay? There's not really a divide because the whole person is, meant to be explored. This could be significant for the labyrinth within yourself, like you guys are exploring different parts of yourselves. Yeah, you may have recently went through a transformation. Yeah. So there could be a dying of your old self, your old way of being, your old way of living, and a birthing, because with endings become new beginnings. Or your connection may have been cut off and you may be rebirthing that. And this is according to the divine plan here with the High Priestess card. You guys have done a lot of growing, a lot of healing, right? And learning to balance the polar opposite sides of yourself, right? Yeah, you've stepped into the unknown, or what would be considered the shadow aspects of yourself, and learning to love and accept yourself through all your different phases of growth. You or them could also be a Cancer. And currently, here's the moon again. Currently, you may be in an indecisive period where you may not know what to do because you're in this labyrinth, right? So depending on what your 3D situation is, you may not know what next course of action to take, especially when it comes to being this new version of yourself. Spirit wants you to follow your heart, follow your passions, follow what feels right to you. Yeah, somebody holds like a crush on you. Maybe this connection didn't really get off the ground. It never really manifested in the 3D world. but, and then the ocean or a big body of water may be significant. This person may live near a big body of water, or you guys may meet near a big body of water. But I feel like they have a crush on you. They want to tell you, or you have a crush on someone. Okay, the masculine in this dynamic. Yeah, they're feeling very passionate about you here with this Ace of Wands. You inspire this person. You make them want to have a new beginning with you and be a new person as well. Take control of their life. Take accountability for their journey. Yeah. And they hold this big cup of love for you. So it's not just a little crush. This is like their cup is flowing over for you. Or overflowing for you. And they want an opportunity. They could be praying about getting an opportunity with you in this lifetime. And I see you guys putting down, like, there's walls and barriers, and you know, this person is very guarded. But here with the upright, reversed, she's laying her burdens down. And I feel like that's why you're in this labyrinth, is to understand what will be keeping you from that, you know, from giving the kind of love and receiving the kind of love that you really want in your life. And also, you're kind of going through this phase, the masculine is, because they're showing up in kind of their more toxic traits. The King of Pentacles, that earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. When this shows up, could be a very like miserly card, holding on to wealth, valuing career over family, you know, an imbalance in their value system. So, because you can't take any of this legacy stuff with you when you go, right? You can inspire people, you can, you know, do that, but if you aren't out here having anyone to share it with, then how much is it really worth? And I think that is confusing, especially if you've really worked hard for where you've gotten. I really understand this part of you guys, masculines, because I have a lot of masculine energy in my 3D self. Even though energetically on a soul level, I'm very feminine. The outside of me is just masculine presenting. So, yeah, you can work really, really hard. And if you're trying to hold, you know, all of these gifts into, you're still in a lack mindset. If you can't share it with someone special, share it with the world even, then the whole point, you're missing the whole point, okay? The whole point of living your purpose is to touch other people's lives with it, right? You can't touch other people's lives living in, you know, limits, okay? So I did pick some signs and symbols, some houses about your birth chart that could be affecting you at this time. We have Saturn. So if you aren't familiar with your birth chart, if you've never looked at your birth chart, go check it out on cafeastrology.com. I do recommend that you put in an estimated time as close to as possible so that you get a more accurate chart if you don't know, or ask your mom. Saturn is a significant placement. Saturn represents limits and lessons. Excuse me. Also, the house that it falls in is where you can expect to receive the most significant breakthroughs in this lifetime. The planets that are sextile to this, or the signs that are sextile to this, and if you don't know what sextile is, look it up. Astrology is an actual science, guys, and you'll need to check it out and take a deep dive into it. I did this when I was younger. If you don't understand what I'm saying, get you a book, go to the library, and look at astrology, okay? There's also a lot of information on astrology.com or cafeastrology.com for free. So you can check that out over there too. And it'll break down your birth chart for you. Break down the planets, the positions, what sextile means, that kind of thing. So there's chances and opportunities for things to help you overcome those limits and, really comprehend those lessons, right? Mercury, where Mercury falls in your chart, is having a significant impact for your mind, your speech, and, overcoming these barriers or stepping into the unknown, welcoming the different phases and personalities of yourself. You may not know who you are in this new rebirth that you've experienced, and that is okay. Jupiter, ideas and magnitude. Spirit wants you to go with your ideas. Where Jupiter falls in your chart is also significant to this relationship as well, to this soul past life connection that you have. Your 11th house, community and technology. 11th house, to me, these cards are a little different than the way I was taught. 11th house to me is friendships as well. So it matters what type of friends that you have. And perhaps you might be a little bit indecisive on what you need to do, where you need to go, who you need to be, how to be to get to this happily ever after. And it doesn't have to be complicated. It's only as complicated as we make it out to be. And that's showing up here with this 7 of Swords in reverse energy. So you'll be able to release the confusion, because I feel like the confusion is also here for you. All seekers of truth experience confusion. Ask the divine to provide the answers that you need. Perhaps that's why you're here. You're confused. You are in a period of indecisiveness. And I'm going to tell you the thing that helped me the most. What would you do if you knew that there was no wrong direction? Okay, you're in a period of limitless possibilities. Follow the path that lights you up the most. It's definitely going to be the one with the most rewards. And your sun sign is also very significant. Most people know their sun sign because it's the month that they were born in. However, all of these other planets are very significant to you. And it's really fun to take a look at your birth chart and kind of, use it as a tool to reflect on where you're at and what challenges that you have been born with in your 3D self, right? All right, so let's get some messages here. The intuition. Use your intuition, use your discernment. The red flags you ignore now will come back to bite you later. So that's why you happen to take a look at the walls that are around your heart, the walls and limits that feel like they are getting in the way, the obstacles that they're getting in the way of your intuition. Sometimes you're being blocked out of divine protection. Sometimes you're self-sabotaging. Only you know which one you're really doing. What's really happening, right? Only you know the reasons why you can't make a decision. It could be that this person, like I said, is not in their healthy energy. They could be in this very gold digger kind of energy and want you for your resources, your status, who you are, right? Or they want to use you for sex. somebody that I know, my own significant counterpart, believes that, you know, it's okay to be used like everybody is used. Meaning that, you know, you're serving a purpose in someone's life, or somebody wants to get something out of the relationship with you, right? I just realized that these are an even number of cards. That's nice. That's aesthetically pleasing. It's important to give it time, right? Everything in divine timing, let things flow. You can't force yourself to just magically be out of this energy, and neither can you expect someone else to just be magically out of this energy. It's going to happen when it happens, and no amount of you trying to force it is going to make it happen any faster, right? And matter of fact, it's probably going to make it take longer. So they want you to use caution. Find out more information and don't overwork yourself. Yeah, don't be like, I have to do this and I have to do that and I have to do this. If you're not called to look up your birth chart, if you have a lot of stuff going on, rest is important too. Resting, meditating, exercise, eating correctly, right? Changing up your diet can easily change up your mood. Working out can easily change your perceptions of how you feel about yourself and your body, right, Pal? Too. Spirit wants you to know that they'll be back. Expect to hear from them soon. Don't get caught up on when is soon. If you thought or was asking a yes or no question, again, you came here for something decisive and it's a yes or no question, Spirit is telling you yes. Luck is on your side. So whatever you're asking, whatever you're trying to decide, if it's a yes or a no, it's a yes. Cycles, fate, karma, something getting, something beginning. Yes, a new cycle is beginning. An old cycle has died. Okay. Intimacy, sexual chemistry, reminiscing. Like I said, this might have been something that didn't get off the ground. It could have been something that was just like fun and flirty, and or maybe it was only in like the 5D, only in the dream world. Again, a fantasy, a crush, something that started out as just a crush, but felt very real. You know, a lot of things happening in the unknown part. Spirit wants you to know that they're thinking about their encounter with you as well. Health issues could arise. Yeah, I was just mentioning that. Healthy eating, exercise, take care of yourself. Don't go into escapes, okay? Don't go into escapes. And then you or this person may feel like somebody put like a love spell on you guys. This is a divine connection, a divine soul relationship. Okay, so that means that there is spirit involved in this divine soul connection. So this is a kind of a spell that has been cast by spirit, which means this connection is not under your control. So there's a releasing of control that needs to happen. And honestly, the need to exert, you know, and feel empowered. Hearing that fate is kind of somehow controlling what's happening in your life, or there's things that you can't avoid, makes people resist and go into this big ego space because they feel triggered or powerless, and it is something that needs to shift and change in their life. And I've seen other people shift and change like gracefully, effortlessly. All right, I got some messages here for you, proud to just clearing this away so I could give you your messages. We also have charms today, and then I have some spicy dice to let you know what this person from your past life that you have, you know, a divine soul connection with will want to do with you sexually. Just a little fun. little fun flirty. But let's get to these messages first. Okay. Will this pain ever stop? So this could have been something that you asked yourself or used to ask yourself. Remember, this is a mindset that needs to be left behind. Perhaps you're trying to overcome the belief that love hurts. No, it doesn't. Love simply is, and it is a beautiful thing. What people do with their feelings or don't do with their feelings, that hurts. But you can't control what other people do with their pain. What you can control is you can trust yourself and you can trust spirit, God, the divine, whichever name you use. Trust is not about the other person. It is about you trusting yourself to experience other people. Beautiful person taught me that as well. I don't want to be who I used to be. You deserve better. You are making yourself better. Just be careful not to get too consumed with the idea of better. Like, oh, I'm not better yet. I'm not better yet. If you're constantly comparing yourself to this idealized version, remember it's about the journey and being healthy enough to do life with someone and trusting yourself to be there for that person, to have an open heart for them, and to, kind of share the journey in a healthy way with that person. Don't get caught up in a specific destination or a specific way something is supposed to look or a specific way that you are supposed to be, because then you are going to sabotage any opportunities that you may, be in the vicinity of out of fear that you're not ready. Okay? And being ready is simply inviting that energy to manifest into your world, right? The way I have treated you was wrong. Yeah. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for that. Forgive them. Forgiveness is for you as well as trust is for you. I can't stop thinking about you. Yeah, I told you they were thinking about you too. I am afraid to lose you. Sex with you. Yeah, they're fantasizing about you. I'm hearing some cats right now. Like, doing a lot right now. Cats and tarot, man. Cracks me up. Please do what is best for your heart. They are afraid to lose you. They don't want to. They're not the controlling type. They're not the people that have hurt you in the past. And I know that's hard. It's hard to not be guarded. It's hard to not compare. Okay? And it takes time. It takes time to get there. It takes time to get out of that survival mode. But you are growing. You are healing. You are doing the work. You will get there. They believe that they had a missed opportunity. I didn't act when I should have. The thing about divine soul connections is second chances come around, right? Dishonesty by lying. I ripped us apart. So they may have been lying to themselves unintentionally or to you. They may have been confused. Again, there was a lot of confusion for this reading. So they may have acted out of confusion and now they're being like extremely hard on themselves. Empaths do that. They punish themselves for any perceived wrong. Whether it's real or not, it's real to them or to you. So understand that communication and, talking about it will kind of help dissipate all of that. Will make you feel better. It will be a great release. So if you feel called to reach out, talk to this person. Shadow side. You made me realize my flaws. Yeah. They're a trigger. I don't want to be who I used to be. So they understand, like, maybe they used to be a player, or maybe sex was more important than love. But they want you to know that they're opening up a new chapter. I'm trying to move on. I'm trying to be a different person that we experience with that death card, the transformation card. Habits. I don't know if we will ever change. This is a limiting mindset with that Saturn energy. Just like this missed opportunity is a limiting mindset. This dishonesty is a limiting mindset. Punishing yourself over and over again is also a limiting mindset. Like you're restricting yourself. And then we have too many differences. Limiting mindsets, okay? These are challenges in the labyrinth that you and or they are working on. Most likely it's both of you guys. So I'm going to grab some charms here. Wow, okay. So they want you to know, I'm going to borrow the back of this. They want you to know that they believe that you are magical and something out of a fairy tale, guys. Like you might be their fantasy fiction story incarnated, and it's taking them a while to like really believe that you are real, okay? That they're deserving of this great connection, right? This connection is really deep. You guys are part of the same soul tribe, the same soul family, and you have a mission here in this world, a purpose together, whether or not you come together or not. You guys both have a mission together. So something occurred last year, 2023, that could have been very significant in this connection. Perhaps that's when a breakthrough occurred for one or both of you, and some significant changes took place. All right, and then we have a letter. I didn't even know that there was letters in this charm bag, guys. N could be significant. My real name starts with an N. That's so funny. But the initial N could be significant to you guys. Okay. I had no idea there was initials in there. So funny. I just bought some like random charms. There's like, I bought a bag of like 150 and then another bag of like 300 and just stuck them all in here, and they're super tiny. I didn't really like check them out. My mom made this bag, guys. She does really good work. Eventually, she's going to get her business together. I have faith in her. But yeah, let's see what kind of spicy stuff they want to do. This sex with you. They want to lick your navel. Some of them want to give you guys head. They have an oral fixation. Or they are drawn to your stomach. They think that you have a beautiful stomach. They want to do breath play. Got blow hand. Like I said, an oral fixation. Blow lips. And you can take this however you want to. Perhaps they want to kiss you like nobody else has ever kissed you before. Question mark lips. Maybe they want you to give them head too. Alright, they have a fascination with your lips, with your mouth. Okay. Whew. We need a little spice after all of that. Okay. All right, pile 2. This is what I have for you here. This is what they want you to know. Okay, what you need to know going forward. This is also what Spirit wants you to know. Make sure you challenge your own limiting beliefs. Why am I believing this way? Is that a part of my old self? It takes time. It takes time to squeegee out all of that, all of those old stories that we used to tell ourselves. All right. I hope you hit like on this reading, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Welcome to your reading, pile 3. Pile 3. All right. So I feel like you and this person are very protective over one another. Okay. You don't want anything to harm them. And that could be energetically or physically. You feel guilt. Don't let guilt get in the way of happiness. So you could be being hard on yourself for past mistakes, or they are. Attraction. Divine soul counterpart. Attraction transcends superficiality. So this person may or may not be, like, you find them attractive, but they may not be traditionally your type or what you go for. Boundaries. Having sensible boundaries is important. Absolutely. So I have shuffled 2 different decks. This is going to represent the feminine, and this is going to represent the masculine. You may see pieces of yourself in both piles, guys, or flip it, reverse it, however you need to, whichever results feel more like you, because everybody has both energies. Okay, I'm going to dive right in so I can make sure that the recording don't cut off on you guys. You guys are leaving past betrayals behind, which might feel guilty, but you deserve happiness. I can tell you that, but you have to literally believe that you deserve happiness, and that is literally a part of your self-love journey and healing. Okay. My grandma used to have on her refrigerator, on my dad's side, we call her Mimi, screw guilt. It doesn't really serve a purpose except for to weigh you down and limit you. Page of Swords. So there's a truth coming to light. Perhaps you're experiencing a truth about this attraction that you feel for this person. You have been working on yourself, working on your craft, working on stuff that you're passionate about, and this card encourages you to keep exploring everything that you are passionate about. Keep learning regarding any new facets of interest. Don't limit yourself to one thing, okay? Spirit wants you to know that the tide is turning in your favor here with the World card. You are royalty. You are deserving of the best. And all of these struggles have been preparing you to receive the best, because you know what you don't deserve, what is not in alignment with yourself. Yeah, and then we have this left out in the cold energy in reverse. So you may have a lot of people cycling back around pile 3, and your guard is up too. These people may have rejected you. They may have not treated you fairly, and now they want to come back and make amends or apologize. Or perhaps this is something that you want. So we have the Emperor here, which is funny because this is the masculine energy. So you are embodying, or your Emperor, your masculine is embodying their divine masculinity. All right. Perhaps this is the person who is coming back around. potentially they, had to do some more growing and establishing their boundaries and forgiving themselves for things and working on their own inner child before they could come together and understand that they deserve happiness. Maybe they never had happiness growing up and it's something that they had to embrace, that they were deserving. It's a truth that they had to acknowledge for themselves. It's not something that you could force upon them. Yeah, they want this happily ever after, this dream life, this legacy with you. And they want to ground it in reality. Okay? And they're hoping that you invite that in. Yeah, they're balancing their work life with their love life. They're also challenging any beliefs about, how, like, what they deserve. Because some people believe that they can't have everything. They can only have work or love, and you have to pick. So this masculine is balancing their work life with rest and taking care of their mental space, their emotional space, their spiritual space. They are doing the work. This is beautiful. And then we have the Five of Pentacles upright. They are still kind of beating themselves up. That's what I get with this. They're still kind of beating themselves up for maybe being left out in the cold by you, or feeling like they are afraid that you will leave them out in the cold as a part of your boundary in this new life. My palm is itching, guys. Money, money, money. I'm going to rub that on my pockets. All right, I did get some signs. We have double five, so things are shifting here, guys. 8th house, transformation and mystery. And you are highly protected. This connection is highly protected as well. Virgo could be significant. You're going to want to look in your birth chart. Go to cafeastrology.com if you're not familiar with your birth chart. And make sure you include the time you were born or an estimation as close as possible. The Alchemist, you are transmuting all of these betrayals and turning them into something beautiful. Maybe this Emperor is taking note of that. Uranus, change and new beginnings. So what's in your 8th house, the sign, the planets, if there are any, is very significant. Where Virgo falls and which house it falls in is significant. All 12 signs of the zodiac are in everyone's birth chart. They're just not always in the same house. Uranus, where that falls in your birth chart, is significant. You have Sagittarius, the world explorer. So where Sagittarius is in your chart, Mars, drive and power, and Pluto, shadow and mysticism. Feel free to pause this, guys, if you want to make some notes about this. This is the actual science, and it is important. It plays important roles on the energies that the planets were in when you were born. Okay, it significantly impacts your personality, your learning, your challenges. So it's really, really cool. Okay, it is based on scientific facts. Yeah, somebody, they want to have a date night with you, this Emperor. Go ahead. Get ready to be wined and dined. Ooh. Okay, pile 3. Patience. In just a few more months, good things come to those who wait. So you could be having a significant transformation or a significant shift in the connection with your divine masculine or your divine counterpart. Pregnancy, someone is expecting, so you could be birthing a project together. You guys could be coming together on a project. It's exciting. Guardian, a lost loved one watches over you. Yeah, this connection is divinely protected. Vacation, you will be traveling soon. Yeah, they want to take a trip with you. They want to spend time with you. Perhaps you guys are at a distance from each other as well. And this is another like obstacle that you guys are overcoming. Air sign. So you or them may be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And then we have water signs. You or them may be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or these signs significantly impact your guys' chart. Okay? So I'm going to scoop these up. I have some message cards for you. Then we're going to get some charms. And then we're going to have some fun with some spicy dice that I got, guys. That I've had for a while. But I haven't really put on this channel in a minute. Alright. Beautiful energy, power 3. I'm so excited for you. Got that divine masculine coming at you. In touch with their emotions with that water sign energy that they are in touch with. All right, let's get some messages from your person. It is all too much. So that may have been something that they struggle with, or they are continuing to struggle with, the intensity of this connection. Not everybody has had a a very enriching and life filled of love. So love, especially love in intense volumes, can feel very foreign, and it can be overwhelming, guys. Okay, be mindful and respectful of other people's experiences. You are too nice. I don't deserve your kindness. This is a challenge for them to understand that they do deserve kindness just by being born. They don't have to do anything specific to receive love. And some people have a hard time with that. I need to hold back my true feelings for you. Yeah, they don't. If they've never had love, they can feel like they need to keep it to themselves in order to protect themselves from being hurt, right? This essentially is hurting them. It's hurting the connection. It's hurting you. But they have to come to that realization. I can't do this right now. They might have other priorities at this time. I want to be different. So self-acceptance is a huge barrier for a lot of divine counterpart connections, and eventually they will get to a place where they just honor who they are, what phase that they're in. Until that time, though, this type of mindset, they're just going to have to work through it. Yeah, overwhelmed. The stress from this is draining me. Indecisive. I know my inability to make a decision hurts you. They could also be experiencing confusion. All seekers of truth experience confusion. Ask the divine to provide the answers you need. They could still be trying to heal this to be a healthy option for you. Forgiveness. I'm struggling to get over the past. So they're trying to forgive themselves, perhaps for walking away from this connection or making a different choice that wasn't you. Unappreciated. I felt like you didn't care. So you might have hurt this person. Maybe they hurt you and you hurt them back. Okay, and they're working on forgiving you as well. You have confusion, double confirmation. I feel unclear about where we stand. Soul contract. The lessons I learned from us will never be forgotten. So yeah, you guys are learning from each other. Reveal. I want to tell you the truth. They want to tell you how much they care about you, how much they love you, but they feel unworthy. You're a better person than I am. Again, self-acceptance is a really big barrier, guys. We're going to get some charms. Ooh, a lot. Okay. So, yeah, I'm feeling like they want to protect you. They also they maybe feel like they are a little bit, have a darker energy than you are. Maybe they enjoy some freaky stuff when it comes to the bedroom, and they've been shamed for that by friends, other partners, that type of thing. So they're trying to hold back. You guys are divinely connected. You are part of the same soul family. Whether this is your soulmate or your twin, you could be a part of the same soul. Yeah. Jesus. You have recently gone through a transformation, and or they have, and they're kind of exploring their new identity right now, and they need this space to do that. You taught them a lot, and they learned a lot already from this connection, but more I'm getting that they've learned a lot through other connections that maybe didn't work out, and they're trying to avoid making the same mistakes with you. Okay, and it's because of this overwhelming love, this Cupid love that they feel for you, and they feel like they can't, no matter what they do, you're somebody that they can't release. It just cycles back around because there's that soul contract, that divine soul contract. When I see this card, I always think about like how the three witches and Hercules tried to cut his life cord with the scissors and couldn't do that. That's what I feel like when it's divine soul counterparts and you try to cut the cord between the two of you, or one or both of you have, and it doesn't cut. Remember, divine soul connection is designed and created by spirit. So you guys are not in control of that connection. Spirit is. They think that you are something out of a fairy tale. They don't feel like they deserve this kind of like happily ever after. They might still believe that happiness is for other people, romantic happiness. They do need to be careful, as do you, about, you know, really like making someone pay for their mistakes just for forever. Okay, it's not a healthy energy to be in. You reminded them that they are in control of their own lives. Like life is not happening to them, it's happening for them, and they're starting to take control over where they're going in life. And here with the key, you have the key to their heart.